Hi guys, welcome back to Charmaine's Kitchen. Since we pick all that beautiful fresh same from the garden, I must have to make a recipe, and I had lots of requests for same and eddoes and same curry, stew same. Some even say cook whatever I feel like cooking with the same. So today I'm going to be sharing a recipe for same, and I have more than one on my channel from last summer, but I still want to show how I'm preparing the same this year because I like to make them different ways so we're not tired of eating them. And what I like to do when I'm cooking the same, I like to take the one end and peel it backwards here, because this here is like a string and this is a hard string that is not very nice when you're biting into them. So I like to get them out, and then I do the same for the other end and then just peel it backwards, and you'll be able to get out that chewy part of the same. And then what I do, I would split the same in half like this with the seed and everything, because this is a very nice young one, and I can cut them back into small pieces like that. So the same thing I'm gonna do for the rest. Split them in half and then cut them back into small pieces like that. In that way it's easier to cook, and if you notice any extra string you can always peel them back, and that will give you a very nice and delicious same in whichever way you decide to prepare them. What I like about same is a family of the beans, and it have very good nutritional values, and you can prepare it in so many different ways. You can add any meat to this vegetable and you can have a wonderful meal for the entire family. So now I just finished cutting up the same. I'm gonna add eddo to the same recipe today, and I have here 3 nice eddoes. I'm gonna peel these and wash them and thinly slice them to add to our same. And same and eddo is a beautiful combination. The eddoes are now washed, peeled, and the eddoes are now peeled and washed. I'm gonna cut them into very small pieces because we want them to cook fast, about this thickness, and that will really melt away in the same and give it a nice flavor. So here are some of the ingredients I'm going to be adding to the same and eddoes. We want to keep it with all fresh ingredients. I have here some fresh fine thyme, fresh garlic, fresh green onions. I have 1 fresh onion, and I'm going to use a nice hot yellow pepper from my garden, but I'm just going to add about 1/4 or half of it. The flavor is amazing. Let me cut all these fresh ingredients up and I'll be right back. So today I'll be cooking the same and eddo in a nice stew with chicken. I'm taking everybody's request, and piece of everyone's request will be added to this dish. Some requested that I cook with eddo, some request that I make with chicken, some request that I make stew. So today I'm gonna make a nice stew, and for the chicken I wash and chop the chicken. I added some salt, black pepper, and some green seasoning. The green seasoning contains of fine thyme, broadleaf thyme, oregano, garlic, green onion, and some pepper. The aroma in my kitchen is amazing. So first of all, I'll fry up the chicken until all its natural water is evaporated before I add anything else to the pan. So our chicken is cooking up nicely. The water is evaporated. We're gonna start adding some more seasoning to the pan because we want the same and the eddoes to all have enough flavor along with the chicken. So now I'm gonna go in with some onions. And we're gonna let the onion cook for a few minutes. And we're gonna add our thyme. And the thyme is to really flavor up the chicken well. So now we're gonna mix all this in. How does it smell, Matt?
It smells amazing.
So we're gonna go in now with our garlic and pepper. Look how nice the pepper looks. My yellow pepper from the garden. And I'm gonna add my tomato paste. I'm gonna go in with 2 heaping tablespoons of tomato paste. And this will give a nice flavor plus color to the dish. We want to mix everything in well. And we can add our eddoes because the eddoes are a little bit harder than the same to cook. You can also substitute eddo for potatoes, and that's fine. So now we're gonna go in with the same and mix everything in. You can also cook this as a vegetarian dish and leave the chicken out, or you can add any meat to your choice. Shrimp will work great as well.
And the same is from the garden.
Yeah, and the same is from the garden. Look at the nice fresh greenness from this same. So we're gonna add a little bit of salt. And I will leave all the ingredients and measurements in the description below for everything that I'm using today. We're gonna add some black pepper. So we're gonna carefully mix this. So how is this looking? This is looking amazing. So the next step now, I'm gonna add some coconut milk because the coconut milk adds a beautiful flavor to the same and give it a nice rich creamy flavor at the finish. So I just grated half fresh coconut and I squeeze it with some milk. So I have about 2 cups of milk plus water. I'm gonna add in here, and that will be good enough to cook the eddoes, the same, and the chicken fully before this dish is done. I also forget to mention that same can be also cooked in a curry, and one of my favorite way to have it is with some salted fish. Amazing. I have a few different recipes for same on my channel, so you can check it out. And I like to change it up every time I'm making it, so we're not bored eating the same thing over and over again. So my same is looking beautiful. I just added 2 frozen tomatoes. I'm gonna go in with my green onions at this point. And I'm cooking it on medium to low heat because I want it to cook slowly. When you're cooking, let the pot cook in love slowly and gently so all those flavors can marry in well. So here is my delicious Saime and eddo with chicken. The eddos are melting away and the Saime is cooked to perfection. I'm gonna serve it up with some freshly cooked sada roti just come off the stove because that was requested to go with the Saime. So let me head over to my favorite spot after cooking on the table. So now it's time to dig in and look at my roti. Beautiful half circle, nice and soft, and it goes very nice with the Saime and everything. This is the eddo. Look at that. It's melting away, and that's how I love my Saime and eddo. First mouthful goes to all the viewers and subscribers. Amazing. Everything combined together is just delicious, mouth-watering good. You guys can see how the eddo is really nice and soft. Look at that. Really nice and soft. And the Saime is very delicious because it's organic and fresh from the garden. Mwah. Amazing. I wish you guys can taste. So my other bite. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, I hope you will consider subscribing soon. Until then, stay blessed, stay safe. Love you guys. Bye for now.